assistance.
I'm sending you a specialization supply drop.
Rogue sniper turret detected. Agent down.
I've sent a specialization supply drop your way.
An agent needs assistance. Agent down.
What's going on, guys? UK's my James, bringing you my sniper montage of Call of Duty. What's going on, guys? UK's my James, bringing you my PvP headshot sniper build. This is no ridgeways build, so if you're looking for that, go and look at a different channel. This is a high risk, high reward build. I can't take many shots, but I can one-shot players with the highest possible total armor. It's a fun build to play, incredibly satisfying when you manage to pull off the one-shot headshot. This is a great build for both conflict and the dark zone for solo or duo play. If you're in a group before, I'd recommend a group composition with more synergy. Let's start off with the specialization. Sharpshooter. The obvious choice, yes, but for 4 reasons. Firstly, you gain extra headshot damage for marksman rifles, which is a no-brainer for this build. You also get the digital scope, a variable assumed scope which gives me 45% more headshot damage. I lose 5% crit damage, but as this isn't a crit focused build, I'm not too bothered. Especially as if I manage to get a crit headshot, that 5% won't make a difference in terms of one shot. We also get the tactician drone, which pulses the enemies repeatedly whilst active. This is by far my favourite skill in the game, as even with no skill tier, the drone lasts for 6 minutes more, giving you much more visibility than a regular pulse would. The cooldown is less than 20 seconds, so it's a great way of pulsing, especially for conflict. The range is reduced compared to a normal pulse, however you can choose where you want to leave the drone to pulse from, so you can pulse an enemy who is 200 meters away from you. If you have trouble seeing the pulsed enemies from afar, or in between times that they're highlighted, you can constantly see red lines indicating which way the threat is coming from. The armor kit is also nice, as using it increases resistance to burn and bleed, meaning you can survive a fire chem or a stinger hive without a hazmat. Now I'll take you through the final version of the build. First off, with the weapons, I'm not using the Nemesis. I personally don't enjoy having to charge the gun. Not to mention that if you want to use this gun, you really don't need a dedicated sniper build, as it's so strong. My go-to guns include the White Death. It's a named version of a classic M44 which gives extra headshot damage compared to any other sniper rifle. You could also use the Hunting M44, it's got nice damage and an extra weapon mod slot. I wouldn't use the Model 700 as it has a lower optimum range than the other guns I mentioned. When choosing which weapons you have, your main focus is having either damage to armour or damage to targets out of cover. I'd sooner roll this to the max than max out the weapon damage. Normally I'd say always go for damage targets out of cover, but when people know there's a sniper about, they can take cover more time than they normally would, so this stat is obsolete. You can also go with the Mantis. It works really great with the decoy, giving you the ability to put it back on cooldown. As for the weapon talents, Optimus is okay, especially if you reload individually and cancel the last bullet. However, the best talent in my opinion is Ranger. This amplifies the damage, and as this build is so damage focused, the effect of the amplified damage is crazy. So for the weapon mods, the weapon with Ranger, I use the digital scope as I've previously mentioned. I also use the mag that increases weapon damage for both guns, and then I use crit chance. Other options here are accuracy, stability, however I still choose crit, as even though it's not a crit focused damage build, there are times when the crit is the difference between a one shot and not. So we're sitting here at 6 reds with 3 Heraldry, which gives 10% weapon damage, 15 headshot and 5% damage to armour. We've got Contractors and Foxes, both of these are rolled for headshot damage. Add another further 8% damage to targets out of cover and 8% damage to armour. No rifle, no LMG and no relevance. One piece of Providence for the 15% headshot and the perfect version of the talent Glass Cannon. We'll talk about the chest piece talent first. There are a few options here, but I'll explain why I opted for Glass Cannon. You'll notice that my damage varies a lot in the gameplay. This varies depending on group buffs, crit or non-crit, if the target's in cover, if vigilance is active, how far away the target is, and so on. There are times when I can one-shot someone without Glass Cannon, by using Spotter or even Unbreakable. But if they're tanky and they have bonus armour, it's annoying shooting them in the head and them staying alive. I don't want to use Headhunter either, as this requires me to get a kill and I want to have consistency on my damage. I didn't even look at 4p takes as I want my damage to be where I want it to be on my first shot. Either the perfect version of Glass Cannon or the normal one is fine. Using the non-perfect version of Glass Cannon allows you to run the gift, which gives you the perfect version of Vigilance. That leads me on to the backpack talent. Essentials here could have been Companion, Composure, Vigilance, Versatile. Versatile gives the strongest damage but limits you to only one marksman rifle. Composure requires you to be in cover, which isn't always doable. And Companion requires you to be near a skill or a friendly, which as a sniper you don't want, as you want to be in a low profile. Therefore we have Vigilance. This is a kill or be killed build, meaning Vigilance is the perfect talent. 25% total weapon damage if we don't get shot is perfect. If we do get shot and manage to stay alive, by the time you pop a medkit your buff will probably be active again. This works incredibly well against players with Unbreakable or a team with Tardigrade. It takes less than a second to proc these talents, hence why you'll notice when using them that your health gets slightly damaged before they activate. Because it takes some time for them to proc, one shot in a player will ignore both of these talents. It also works great against shields apart from Bulwark, as players moving around with a shield are slow and an easy target. They're only exposing their head, but this is all we care about anyway. If you have the patience to sit back and wait for your shot, this build is great. You could even go as far as saying it's the counter to all builds, as it doesn't matter if they're running armor regen, full reds, stakes, effect builds, or whatever. If you hit them, they're done. It's good to have a pistol to switch to destroy some skills. I'm using the named card for the extra skill tier, with finisher for the crit chance and damage buffs when I destroy something like an assault drone. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you if there's a next one.
Rogue Stinger Hive detected.
Enemy can't keep up. They're about to get pulled out. retreating. The fight continues. The rogues have run out of reinforcements. You can win this.
System disrupted. Rogue defender drone detected.
Friendly claiming the supply drop.
Rogue agent eliminated. Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Rogue agent neutralized. That agent needs assistance. Rogue explosive seeker mine detected. DZ drop incoming. Rogue agent neutralized. Agent down. Rogue defender drone detected. Agent down. Hilo is returning to base. Rogue seeker mine detected. assistance. An agent needs assistance.
Supply drop being claimed by friendly. The specialization supply drop has been claimed by an ally.
Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Agent down. Rogue Stinger Hive.
The enemy is about to be pulled out. You're too strong for them.
An agent needs assistance. An agent needs assistance.
A specialization supply drop has been arranged for you.
Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Agent down.
There are no more rogue reinforcements. Eliminate whoever's left.
Agent down. Agent down.
You won. Well done.